What comes to mind when you think of shoes? Probably Nike, Adidas, Asics. Style, performance, elegance. Great athletes. Probably not this, the Croc, a sandal and a slip-on combined in one, an engineering masterpiece. You either love it or hate it, but either way, the moment you see it, you know exactly what it is. Every year, around 150 million of these things sell, and that equates to around $4 billion in sales. So the question is, how did a shoe that costs $5 to $10 to make become a cultural icon worth $8 billion? And how did people go from hating Crocs and memeing on them to loving them? Okay, so there's a lot of videos out there already explaining the origins of Crocs and how the company came to be, so I'm just going to give you the quick SparkNotes version. So the company was founded back in 2002 by these three guys. The original idea was to create a hybrid shoe that you could wear on land and water, really something that was slip resistant that could be worn on a boat. So the founders cooked up this new shoe mold with this special material called Croslite, which is essentially this really comfortable and lightweight waterproof foam. Fast forward to 2006 and the company went public, and then shortly 2 years later they almost went bankrupt when the housing market crashed. For a long time, the shoe was just seen as a meme, and the brand was just kind of at rock bottom. A decade later, the brand is completely rebranded. They're one of the top 10 shoe companies in the entire world. The thing you have to realize about Crocs is the company has two core audiences: diehard fans who love them, and people who say, "I'll never buy a pair of Crocs." Very similar to our channel, where we have a split of viewers who are subscribed and those who aren't. For Crocs, this ended up being a huge advantage because polarizing products are extremely recognizable. I mean, the product's about as iconic as Nike Swish, McDonald's Golden Arches, or even Apple. I don't know who said it first, but at the end of the day, all press is good press. Instead of focusing on the utility of their product, Crocs actually did something really interesting. They focused on redefining the brand because they realized the shoes are a form of self-expression, a form of style. People don't just wear Crocs because they're comfortable. The moment this clicked, everything changed. Instead of trying to hide the fact that Crocs were ugly, the company doubled down, because Crocs realized the key to driving sales is relevancy, giving people a reason to try the product. Instead of targeting a small niche of people to buy their clog, the goal was simple: make Crocs relevant and give everyone a reason to buy the shoe. So around 2016, Crocs starts undergoing this major rebrand. They have their first debut at London Fashion Week, and then shortly after that, they partner with Balenciaga to launch some platform Crocs for $850. The premise is simple: Crocs isn't just a clog, it's a fashion statement. A year later, they launched this whole marketing campaign with the slogan, "Come as you are." They started partnering with all these different celebrities. At the same time all this is going on, Crocs is undergoing this massive restructure. They're shutting down stores, they're firing employees, they're discontinuing product lines, and they're going all in on the clog. The thing you have to realize about Crocs is they have a really competitive advantage compared to other shoe companies, and that's their manufacturing process. It's not a sports shoe. They don't focus on celebrating great athletes. It's a one-piece mold with a strap on the back, and that means they're way cheaper to produce than other shoes. Side note, they're also basically indestructible. You probably have a pair that's like 10 years old somewhere. The only thing that can change in the manufacturing process is the color and the mold size. It's a really good product. They know if you buy one pair, you'll be hooked for life. And one of the most tried and true ways to sell a product is to have other brands and celebrities do it for you. So around 2018, Crocs did something really unique. They reallocated all of their marketing spend towards digital channels. Here's a chart of their marketing spend from 2016 to 2023. If people won't come to Crocs to buy shoes, Crocs is going to go to them. So the company goes all in on influencer marketing, and they partner with all these huge celebrities. Because even if you hate Crocs and the shoe, they know that you're much more willing to give it a try if one of your favorite celebrities is wearing them and endorsing them. I mean, you might not even care about Crocs as a brand, but you buy the shoe just because Justin Bieber's wearing it. And they do the exact same thing with licensing. They've got all the big Disney brands, partnerships with sports teams, pretty much anything you can think of, you can get it in Croc form. The thing they're known for, though, is this concept called scarcity marketing. For context, they did a special release with Post Malone, and the shoe sold out in around 2 hours. It creates this FOMO effect where you don't want to miss out. You might hate Crocs, but if you're a Post Malone fan, there's a good chance you're going to buy a pair just so you can wear Post Malone on your feet. And that's just one example of them supporting their fans. There's all these other really cool stories about how the company's gone above and beyond for their fans. In 2017, somebody started a change.org petition to make adult Lightning McQueen Crocs, and it got like 300,000 signatures. And guess what? The company ended up making them. And then during the pandemic, they gave away around 800,000 pairs of these things to healthcare workers. It's not that the perception of Crocs has changed. They're still the ugliest shoe on the planet. But the brand perception has changed because Crocs have been normalized by society. Back in the day, you used to get bullied for wearing these things. Now, you don't even think twice if you see somebody wearing a pair of these on the street. And you probably do every single day. You see, the best brands condition you to be loyal without you even thinking about it. Let's test it out. Think of an energy company. Was it Red Bull or Monster? You might not even drink them, but the point is, they're the two that come to mind. And that's the whole point of Crocs. It's the only shoe company where you can wear your personality on your feet. But here's where things get a little more sophisticated, because social marketing and brand marketing don't work if you can't actually convert people into customers. The whole point of brand awareness is to drive purchases. And what's interesting is Crocs isn't just this household brand. They've built this really sophisticated marketing funnel. At the top of the funnel are the partnerships with brands and celebrities, and the whole idea is to reach people who have never heard of the company before and people who would never be interested in buying shoes, but because it's tied to a celebrity or a brand, now they have a reason to buy it. Once they've gotten your attention, then what they're trying to do is give you more reasons to buy the product. They're serving you ads, they're sending you emails. After they've gotten your attention, everything is focused on trying to get you to make that first purchase or enroll in their loyalty program. And once you've become part of Croc Nation and downloaded the mobile app, they can essentially talk to you for free and upsell you on all these different things. That means accessories for your Crocs, limited edition drops. And this is where they make the real money, because people don't just stop at buying one pair of Crocs. It's a well-oiled machine, and they've not only flipped the brand perception over the last couple of years, but they've just about quadrupled revenue. Crocs isn't a meme anymore. It's one of the largest shoe companies in the world and one of the most iconic brands. If you walk outside, there's a good chance you'll see someone wearing a pair. You might not know what the shoe is called, but I guarantee you, if you see one, you'll recognize it. Just like you might recognize an iconic TV show or an iconic movie, which, funny enough, we just made a whole video on Streamflation, so make sure you give it a watch.